But it's the end of the quarter. We're just going to be a quick flyover, a bit of vision of where we're going, and a huge thank you. So the first thing up there you see year-to-date giving. Some of you got, who loves numbers? Who gets geeked out by numbers? Like, just give me all the numbers. So here's some numbers. Year-to-date giving compared last quarter to this year's quarter, we've seen a 26% increase over last year. That's awesome news, guys. 26% increase. So thank you guys for what you're doing. And so as we see that, we just want to give you a snapshot. Our 2024 budget year, $383,000 is our budget, what it costs to do ministry. We give 10% of what we get. We give it away to missionaries and to mission support. And so with that money, it's what we do with our church and how we move forward. And so right now, expenses are at 85% of budget, so we're under expense, which is good. And our giving is at 80%. So we're like within $250, $300 a week from like being in the black every week. So we're excited to share that with you, to give you these numbers and to say, man, exciting things are happening. This is another number that I'm excited about. 19 new giving partners. People that say, hey, we believe in Thrive. We're excited where Thrive's going. We want to give towards it. And that's how our church operates. Every dollar we get is given to the church because you guys choose to invest in that way. 10 new partners in the month of March alone. Super excited to put that in front of you guys. Say, thank you so much for choosing to invest. That says you trust. That says you believe. That says you want to support and give towards. So that means a ton to us. Now, a couple numbers. Somebody said, hey, do you have online giving? And that made me realize we don't talk about it that much. If somebody doesn't know if we have online giving. We do have online giving, and we're seeing it increase. People are using the web to be able to pay things, internet to pay things. We're not carrying checkbooks with us and writing checks as often, and not too many of us are carrying gold in our pockets or silver, or we're trading and bartering cattle and stuff like that. But so online seems to be where we're headed. So our online giving, just so you know, if you give with a credit card, you're able to do that online. It does take 3% because Visa and MasterCard always want their what? Their money, right? And so if you give with a credit card, it does take 3% off. If you give with a bank draft, an ACH comes in at 28 cents is all that the bank takes whenever you make that transaction. And so we've seen an increase in that. Also, the automated, like if your paycheck is the same every week and you're like, I want to give this much to the church, some people have set up reoccurring. We've seen an increase in that where people just have it taken every week because they're saying, I want to choose yes to give, and they set it up to be an automated gift each week, which is great. If you use your phones, you go to our website. This is what it would look like, thriveyork.com. You go to the giving, and you create a giving account there. You go through Planning Center. It's a safe platform that we've vetted, and it is the most cost-effective. We found the cheapest way, the best way, the most secure way is working through Planning Center, and so that's where the online will take you. You set up an account. Church app. How many of you guys have a church app on your phone? You have that on your phone? Let's see. I think First Service beats you. Like almost everybody in First Service had church app. That's awesome. So, but church apps on your phone, once you set up an account, you can use your app to be able to give as well that way. And so we just want to say thank you in advance. And like I said, what you're doing is you're choosing to invest your earthly dollars in an eternal reward. We've been talking money and numbers. I'm going to give you another number, 17. 17 people have accepted Jesus as their Savior so far this year in 2024. Give you another number. 5 of those 17 are kids that have been born since I've been here as the pastor. So 5 of those kids in our families. That's Ellie, that's Zeke, that's Malachi, that's Jackson, and that's Joey. 5 kids that accepted Jesus because as a church, we're speaking into their lives. We're telling them who Jesus is. We're teaching them downstairs in Thrive Kids. Such amazing, amazing things are happening. And you know what? I said we're celebrating. You look around, it's like, hey, it's kind of full in here. You're right. It is kind of full. We are growing. Great things are happening. Then some people say, so what's next? Like, what if we fill this place up? We added 2 services, and now we have 2 pretty full services. We do have a vision. And if you're newer here, you weren't here in September, we talked about our vision, what we want to do. We would like to see us have Thrive Church send a campus to Manchester, to the Northeastern Middle School, and to be able to say, hey, let's go launch another campus. Let's not try to get a big church right here. Instead, let's have churches of 200 to 400 people where we do church really well, where you're a name, not a number, where we have large church quality with small church feel. Like these are our heartbeat behind what we feel God is calling us to. And so I want to show you a snapshot. If you're newer since September, you haven't seen this, you don't know what we're talking about, check out this video as you get to see a preview of what we believe God's calling us towards.
Because you're seeing very much what you guys talk about all the time, that healthy things grow. Your church is growing. You're reaching more people. And rather do what I see so many other churches do, which is have millions of dollars of a building campaign, and I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's one of the ways to go. God is giving you a different vision, which is to say, okay, so what if we think outside the box? What if we do something that's outside of what our comfort zone would be? What if we actually have faith that's spelled R-I-S-K, and we go into a middle school and we see how the kingdom of God wants to expand there? What if we become one church in 2 locations? And what if we sacrifice? What if we invest? What if we allow ourselves to move beyond the place of comfort to the place of risk and actually see the glory of God?
Zach, seeing the preview tonight, what are you most excited for moving forward with the future?
I'm most excited to see the amount of people that we're going to be able to reach.
I'm excited that the neighborhood's here and people will hear the truth about Jesus.
Preview tonight, what are you most excited for moving forward?
Oh man, seeing the empty seats in the back half of the room get filled.
I'm just really excited to reach out to new people.
I grew up in this area, and it would be real nice to be able to see a lot of my friends that I grew up with come here to this church.
That's a snapshot of what we're looking forward to and the campus that we're dreaming of, saying, you know what, we're out and growing here, so let's have a plan for what's next. And that you got to see. So back in September, we said to Thrive Church, hey guys, who's excited, who's with us, who wants to give towards this dream that we have? And a lot of you guys said yes. A lot of you guys said yes. So far, from September to now, we've seen $109,584 given above our budget. Like, this isn't just our operating budget. This is money set aside that we're saving to launch that campus. You guys know it costs a lot of money to do stuff. You know how expensive it is today. And so we have to rent the middle school. We got to buy the supplies. We got to get ready. But what you saw on that screen, that was us, Thrive Church, going there and saying, here's what we think it can look like. Here's what we think it can look like. There's another date coming in May. You're going to hear more information about it. We're ready to go and see it again and talk more details about our plans and where we're going. Thank you for giving, for choosing to invest, saying, I want to be a part of the story God is telling. And so far in 2024, on top of what we've received, people given to Extra Give have given $5,637 towards Extra Give. And this is the neat thing. In September, we said, hey, would you be willing to pledge to say, hey, we want to give towards this vision you guys have, and would you tell us in 3 years what can you give? So 20 people pledged around $100,000, saying in 3 years, not 20 each, 100,000. You see what I mean? 20 people, total pledge amount, 100,000, saying we want to give towards this. And so as we're moving forward, we're just saying, church, will you pray with us? Will you walk with us? Will you be excited about where we're going, and join in? Listen, you can give with your time, your talent, your treasure. I think God calls us to give with all three in that way. And so I just want to say, will you pray about what your part will be in our financial future of Thrive Church? And so thank you guys so much to celebrate. We're seeing great things happen. We're positioned in a strong place, and we know that's because our church body is saying, hey, we're on board. We're excited about what's happening. The offering envelopes, they're in the chairs in front of you. You know, we talk about those each week if you give. And we just wanted to explain the offering and the Extra Give, those two lines, so you kind of see offering goes to daily budget. Extra Give goes to where we're going. You know, it's tough. I have 3 kids. And you say, which one do you love the most? Close your ears, guys. Don't listen. No, I'm kidding. You say, which do you love most? And it's kind of like offering and Extra Give. It's like, hey, we need to operate with our offering. We need people to give towards that. But we also are excited about Extra Give. And so that's how you're able to delineate what you would like your funds to go towards. And we got to take care of home base first. That's our offering general budget. But that Extra Give is the above and beyond, the sacrificial giving that will help move us forward to say we've got a plan. We know where we're going. We've got people that are ready to go. And we're excited to see what God's going to do. We want to see his kingdom grow. We want to see more people come to know Jesus. And as a church, we're telling a story, guys, that God is working at Thrive, and the glory goes to him.